Thanks so much for watching this video. Today I'm going to be doing a character breakdown on Buck. He is one of the starting characters that you can pick and select, and honestly, this guy quickly became one of my favorite guys to pick and battle with. He deals so much damage. He's very unpredictable. You don't really expect that he's going to be unleashing an avalanche on you, and then he just comes up, he stuns you, and deals a whole bunch of damage. So when I build my Buck, I do a lot of different things in terms of making sure that my damage is situated in place. I really love the vampire teeth with Buck. There's definitely a case to be made for the toolkit, but with Buck, it almost is better to have low life because they expect to deal a whole bunch of damage to you, and then you actually just come and you unleash a whole bunch of damage because you can take so much. I like the vampire teeth because I almost like to not have full health. I almost like to seem like I'm vulnerable and weak, and then that way I can kind of pounce on them and deal a whole bunch of damage, regain my life. A couple of things that are really important. If you're using Buck, definitely a case could be made to be using the Molotov instead of the cluster bomb, especially in solo. So we're going to use that for this one. The Nitro Spear is going to be important because you want to make sure you have the range. Now Buck is really useful if you get on close to people and you start dealing a whole bunch of damage. You want to make sure that you are close enough to be dealing damage. So it's also important to have like the Nitro Shotgun as well too, because again, even though you're a close range guy, you need to make sure you actually hit them. So I really like this kind of build out if I'm doing a solo matchup. I could definitely switch between the Molotov, but I think it's important to have the range. Now I possibly might drop the shotgun here and run the cluster bomb instead, just because everything is so up close, where the velocity of the shotgun is going to be at a wave. I think that I might have a little bit more impact with the cluster bomb. So I could bounce around a little bit here. Now a couple of things to consider of not wanting to use. You don't really want to use the knockback bomb because obviously you don't want to push them away. You want everybody to be really close to you. I'm not too really worried about the fire. Now again, another situation, you don't really want to use the knockback spear because you want to have them close to you. You don't want to knock them away. Definitely a thing that you want to keep them close. So there is a case to be made between the vampire teeth and the happy treats, but again, I like the vampire teeth. You're going to see how I utilize that to where I actually kind of trick the opponent into thinking that I'm much weaker than I am, and I'm really not. So I hold on to my health kits a lot more with Buck because I really want to get in close proximity. I want them to get eager, I want them to get excited, and it allows me to just deal a whole bunch of damage. Okay, so let me flip over here to this side here. You can see what items I'm using. So when it comes to Buck, what's really important is you want to try and make sure you always strike them with the stun shot, because then you can deal a whole bunch of damage. And once you deal a whole bunch of damage, then you also gain your attack back too. That's one of the things I love about Buck, is he gains his attack back. And he just deals so much damage. Now one little tactic that I like using with him is, you can see right now I have 2 health kits and I'm at 2/3 life. I like rolling around like that because it makes people think that I have less life, unless I have an opportunity like this to where I can put them in a sense to where I'm gaining health kits. So if I'm rocking around, if I'm just running around and I don't really have health, if I have health kits and I'm not seeing health kits, then sometimes I'll run around with like 2/3 life even though I have 2 health kits, because it makes me look weak. And when I look weak, the characters that are working from afar, they want to start attacking me, so they start getting more aggressive and then they will come up close, because The biggest issue with Buck is that he doesn't really do well against characters that are fighting from afar. So you almost have to kind of trick people into fighting you from afar. And then they get more aggressive, and then they want to get up close, and then once you get up close, you can deal more damage, and then you can lay on the health kits on them. So we'll see if I have to use the tactic. But if I'm running around health kits, I'm gonna pick up health kits for sure. I'm gonna fill my life. Let's see. Oh no. Yeah, you gotta be careful of other bucks. Ow. So this might be a case that I'll hold on to that. No. See ya. Boom! Gets all aggressive. Gotta love Buck. So, thanks so much for watching this content. Please make sure you subscribe, you turn those notifications on, and let me know, what do you think of Buck? How well does he do with you? What items are you using? Did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? Thanks so much for the support. I'll see you on the next video.